Привет.
Добро пожаловать. I'm sure you've been hearing these welcoming words while you were in Russia, in Sochi. And while India is always in your heart, I almost see the reflection of the Black Sea waves and the Sochi's mountain snow still in your eyes. Guys, I think you sensed that we take special pride in Sochi, the venue of the youth festival, which you attended. It is this summer seaside resort, but also became a Winter Olympics capital in 2014. And its skiing tracks are perhaps as magnetic as its beaches. It was possibly the best place we could find in Russia to welcome around 20,000 young people from 190 countries for the youth festival that we are very much happy you also attended. Tiranga is one of the most recognizable symbols at the festival, and the Indian delegation from our delight was one of the largest, almost 340 participants, and the rest of them are present here today at this event that we have organized at the RussianEmbassy. Our colleagues in Sochi tried to do their best to make your stay as convenient and unforgettable as possible. Possibly there were some glitches, obviously inevitable at such a big event. But we tried to inspire the atmosphere of freedom, creativity, and friendship. The organizing team arranged more than 800 various events, various programs and activities such as the Knowledge, the First Marathon, the Russian Language Club, numerous exhibitions, music and dance performances, the yoga session. I can share with you, I do Surya Namaskar every morning. And I once said about that to, not once, on several occasions I shared this with various Indian friends, some of them very prominent, like Amitabh Bachchan. And I remember he asked me, how many times do you do Surya Namaskar? I said once. He was utterly unimpressed with me. He was disappointed and said, look, dear ambassador, you need to do at least 5 times to have an effect. But it is a difficult exercise, yoga exercise, if you do it properly. So there were many events, sport events, discussions on economic matters, science, world politics, business networking, and also there was an interaction with President Putin, who met with Indian students, probably with some of you, and emphasized the high profile of Bharat, as also the founding nation of the BRICS. Russia is the current chair of the BRICS this year. So, dear friends, I'm very happy to welcome you today at the Russian Embassy. We would be very happy if you can share your impressions, emotions, maybe some funny stories from your stay in Russia and participation in the festival. Thank you very much for coming, and I'll give the floor back to Peter.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I'd like also to mention that it was possible not only because from the Russian side, but also for this committee, Part 360. And I'd like my friends, my good friends, Mr. Avaro to have some words as well. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thanks to the team of World Youth Festival. This time, I was able to make 360 delegation. That name is Bharat 360. Young men and women to Sochi, Russia. This delegation was a tough one. There were lots of youngsters from the different part of India. There was a lot of diversity in my team, and I handled the situation very well with the help of RussianEmbassy in India and from the help of our WYF, Southeast Asia Head Coordinator, Ms. Tahmina. Our delegation attended different seminars in the World Youth Festival. I think we did our best. The main event of the festival was the Asia and Europe dialogue. In this event, the Indian speaker, Mr. Uday Sood, who spoke very well for behalf of our country. We will have even more than international cooperation with Russia in the future. Our delegations are prepared for that. We love Russia and we love the people of Russia. I think our delegation is enjoy a lot in Russia. The Russian people, they are very noble and thankful. Once again, I would like to thank World Youth Festival 2024 for this opportunity and for belonging and trusting to handle this event. Thanks you for making me the chairman of NPC. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Desu. If you don't mind, can you also share some emotions?
Hello, namaste, привет, if I'm saying it right. So, being the secretary of the National Preparatory Committee was a roller coaster ride for me. So I'd just like to share my experience of managing such a huge delegation of Bharat 360, right from the day we were appointed to the day we flew back. And the day we flew back, I'd like to tell His Excellency that when we came back, when we were on the flight back from Sochi to here, it was such a load on our shoulders that we didn't even know when it took off and when it landed. So, I was part of the delegation in 2017 World Youth Festival as a delegate. So, my expectations was like, I'll be a delegate and I'll have so much fun. But this time, being in the organizing committee was a different piece of cake altogether. From getting calls at 4 a.m. from the Russian side that you need to find a speaker at 10 a.m. in the morning for such and such an event, to looking after the room arrangements of each delegate, to even looking after a broken mirror in one of the rooms. That was a roller coaster ride. Sometimes the emotions were frustrating, but sometimes it was so fulfilling when we got to the events, got to know people. And one particular experience I'd definitely like to share was that we were lost somewhere in Sochi. Me, myself, and the other people that we were traveling didn't know much of Russian. So we stood at a shop. A girl, young girl, 18, 19 years of age, said we want to go to so and so place. We showed her a translator. She was so kind. I'm just talking about the Russian hospitality. She was so kind. We were like 18, 19 people. She booked us all cab one by one. Not only book. She made us. She waited with us. She made us sit in the cab. First group, second group, third group, fourth group. And when we reached, she took our number and she gave us a WhatsApp message. Have you reached safely? So that really touched me. It was like, this is a country that is a true brother to us. And regarding the Honorable President, I was present at the session. When we asked about the India-Russia relations have been so consistent in the past so many years, so many regime changes in both countries, but the brotherhood has stayed the same. His answer was that this is an all-weather friendship and all-weather brotherhood. So I'll end my thing with this story. Jai Bharat and long live this friendship. Thank you.
With your sheer appearance, you impressed upon that lady, the Atiti Devo Bhai. The meaning and the sense of this attitude. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador. You're speaking Hindi, but I'd like to invite one person from auditorium who speaks Russian very fluent, and she was also meeting some ministers at the meeting, and she attends classes.